Hello guys, today I am going to explain you about the projection of pentagonal lamina. As the name itself says pentagon, so it is having 5 sides which are equal, like square, or it is having 4 sides which are equal. Pentagon, it is having 5 sides which are equal. So when you read the question, first you have to understand where, in which plane the lamina is resting, and whether it is resting on corner or side. You have to decide it. So here pentagonal lamina is given, and the side of the pentagonal lamina is 25. This is resting on VP. It is resting on the vertical plane, and now you have to check whether it is resting on corner or side, and it is resting with one of its sides. It is resting on side. So till now we have seen the lamina which is resting on horizontal plane. So this problem is of resting the lamina on vertical plane, and it is making an angle of 60 degree with VP. VP inclination they have given, and the HP inclination is 45 degree. So how to construct a pentagon first? Here I will explain it by drawing XY line first, VP by HP, first angle projection. Okay, so as the lamina is resting in VP, we have to draw it in vertical plane. If the lamina is resting in HP, then we have to draw it in the horizontal plane. So lamina is resting in VP, then you have to check whether it is corner resting or side resting. So here it is resting on side. So side should be at the left side. Draw a line which is of 25, because the side of a pentagon is 25 mm. So this is 25 mm side. Measure it in the scale and draw it. This corner I am naming as A dash, B dash. Now the inner angle, like for square, this inner angle, it will be equal to 90 degree, right? Same way for pentagon, which is having 5 equal sides, this inner angle, it will be equal to 108 degree. Each angle will be equal to 108. So from this end point, measure 108 degree and draw the line. From this end point, measure the 108 degree and draw the line. So you have to get the side of a pentagon which is of 25 mm. I have just drawn a line which is 108 at 108 degree. So in the compass, take 25 mm radius. From here, cut the arc which is of 25 mm. From this end point, here, cut the arc. You will get 2 more points. So we should get 5 corners for pentagon. So the 5th corner we'll get by considering these 2 corners. From this end point, same 25 mm radius you have to take. Draw the arc. Now from this end point, draw the arc. You will get the 5th corner. Then join it. Actually we'll get it here. Okay, so 5 corners of the pentagon. Okay, I have named A dash, B dash, 2 corners over here. I'll name this as C dash, this one is D dash, and it is E dash over here. Y dash, because in vertical plane we represent the notations with the dash. In HP we don't represent with the dash. So here I have drawn the front view. Front view is drawn in VP. Now I have to draw the top view. So to draw the top view, this lamina should be seen from the top of it. So the top of it is here. When I see from the top of it, or you can also draw over here. From the top of it, I can see only the BC and CD, like the photo frame which is hanging on the wall. From the top of it, if you see it, so you can just see this photo frame, only this edge. From the top of it, you can only see this edge. The other edge are invisible. So when I see from the top of it, I can see the BC side and the CD side. AE and ED are invisible. So to draw the top view, I am using the projection lines over here. So here B and A, but B is visible, A is invisible. In HP, we don't write with the dash. C is visible, E invisible. So C is written outside, E is written inside. Next, D is here, D. And BC, side is represented with the line. So this BC is visible and CD is visible. So this is the first position where lamina is resting in vertical plane with one of its side. Next step is the lamina, it is resting, which is resting, so that is making an angle of 60 degree to VP. VP inclination is shown in HP, HP inclination is shown in VP, because the inclination to VP that is seen from the top view, so we are going to draw it in HP. So where you have to rotate this side, the line over here by an angle of 60 degree. So first draw the 60 degree line over here. Okay, so copy this. So BA, this will be the corner BA, right? In the compass, measure this BC. So B is here, B to C. You will get the C over here. Then C to D, you have to take it in the compass, cut it over here. So this corner is C, E. Okay, so C to D, measure and mark it over here. So this will be the D point. Then, so highlight it by darkening the line. So total this line is of 60 degree, but the lamina size is only this much. So only this much should be highlighted by darkening it. So this is representing the top view. Now to draw the front view, we are using the projection lines, horizontal projection lines and vertical projection line. From A, you have to join A, B to B, C to C, E to E. So I am drawing the projection line over here, C, from B, D, E, and from E. Then, so here B and A are there. So from A to A is here, A dash, B to B is here. This point will be B dash. Same way. So this point is E, E to E. Extend the same line. So because C is here, C to C. This will be C dash. Same way, D to D. D is here. This is D dash. When you get all the 5 points over here, join the sides, you will get the pentagon. A to B, A to B, B to C, C to D, D to E, and E to A. Okay, you will get the pentagon. And here this will be the larger, and here you will get the reduced one. The area of this lamina will get reduced because of this 60 degree inclination. Next, so this is the second position. To draw the third position, you have to check the inclination to HP. So if this is inclination to VP, VP that is drawn in HP, inclination to HP that is drawn in the VP. And here the lamina, it is making an angle of 45 degree. You can draw the 45 degree line either in this direction or in this direction. That is, if this is the XY line, you can draw in this manner where it is making an angle of 45 degree, or if this is the XY line, you can draw it in this direction also. Both are same. Now here I am going to draw the line in this direction where it is making an angle of 45 degree. Inclination to HP that is drawn in VP. Next, so what is inclined to HP, that you have to check it. So in this third sentence, you can check the edge on which it is resting. Edge, it is nothing but side. That is the side on which it is resting, that is inclined to HP. On which edge it is resting, that you have to check. The resting edge that is made to lie at the left side. So this A dash B dash is at the left side, and on this side it is resting, that is edge. So this should be inclined to HP at 45 degree. I have drawn the 45 degree line here. So you have to take the dimensions from the second position. A dash B dash, as it is of 25 mm, there is no change in length. Observe it carefully. A dash B dash is 25 mm. Even after this 60 degree inclination, in the second position, there is no change in length of this A dash B dash. So as there is no change in length, I am copying it as it is, because the original length and apparent length both are equal after 60 degree inclination. If both are changed, then we have to find the beta inclination. As there is no change in length, I am copying it as it is. AB is 25 mm. So draw this 25 mm line. I am just taking this over here and copying it on this XY line. So this will be the A dash and B dash. How to trace this? E dash, D dash, and the C dash point. In the compass, you measure this A and E, AE. From A, draw the arc. Same way, B, C, you have to measure it from B to C. Here from B to C. B to C will get. This will be same as that of AE when you draw it correctly with the accurate dimensions. AE also you will get the arc. I just got the 2 points, but I didn't get the intersection point. What should be done is, I have measured AE and marked it over here. Now what you have to do is, instead of AE, you take B to E. From B, E. So from the compass, measure this BE distance. From this B point, measure and cut the arc. You will get this E dash point. Same way, BC you have measured and you have marked it over here. So now measure from A to C. This will be same as that of B to E. Now I am taking A to C and marking it over here. This will give me the C dash. Now E to D and C to D. So again these two will also be same, C to D and C to D and E to D. So E to D and C to D. When you get all the points, join it. So this will be the lamina that is inclined to VP at 45 degree, where this A dash B dash is inclined to VP at HP at 45 degree. Okay. Now this is the front view. So now we have to draw the top view. How to draw the top view? Just by joining the projection lines, horizontal and vertical projection lines. So here is the A dash. Draw the vertical line from A dash. Okay. A is on the XY line, so this will be A. In HP we don't write the dash, only the notations are written. Next, B dash to B. B is also on the XY line. B to B. Next, C to C. C is here. Draw the projection line C to C. Next, E is also on the C line. E to E. Next, from D the vertical line and the horizontal line. So those two we are meeting at this point. So that will give the D point. Now after getting A, B, C, D, E, all the 5 points, you have to join those. So this is A, B, A to B, then B to E, B to C, C to D, D to E, and E to A. So you can check it. It is having A, B, C, D, E, the pentagon which is having 5 sides which are over here. I'll get this after joining it. Check it. So this is not exactly over here because the lamina, it is inclined to VP at 60 degree and inclined to HP at 45 degree. So after tilting by 45 degree and 60 degree, so here it looks like the size has been reduced or enlarged over here. This will be the final view. So this is the final drawing. So here the lamina, it is resting on the side and that too in VP, and in the final, that is in the third position, the side on which it is resting, that is inclined. So here there is no change in length of the AB even after tilting by 60 degree in the second position. I have directly copied it over here. I have not found the beta inclination. So if there is change in length, then we have to find the beta inclination, that is beta angle, we have to find it. So in the next problem I'll explain with the beta inclination, where so we are finding it. So what is the change between the apparent and the true inclination? So this problem is the kind of the true inclination because there is no change in length. Change in length means true length AB has not changed, so this has remained same. So apparent inclination means when there is a change in length, then we'll find the apparent inclination. Thank you.